everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Noblegarden. Demi Wemmy, thanks for the 45-month resub. Almost 4 years. Thanks for being part of my semi-regular morning work routine. Got you. Ujai with a 44-month resub, right? Now that I don't have primes anymore, these auto-renew. Great convenience recommended to everybody. Wow, what an endorsement. Kitty Cat, you want to come say hi? You want to come do an ad read for nothing? You just say meow, and then we all applaud, and then that's the stream. Hi, how you doing? Yeah. So, how are we liking Noblegarden so far? I should do this while camping the duck. Hi, Miss Kira. Given that this event is only a week long and we're already 2 days into it, I think this is the third day of it. I am planning to prioritize the Noblegarden activities over any Dragonflight meta activities until such a time as I feel like I've gotten everything I'm gonna. So, to that end, I got 17 characters and a duck boss to camp. I'm having an excellent time. Did you see how long it takes to get all the ducks? Well, come now, let's accurately cite it. It's how long it takes to get every possible skin of duck appearance that is temporarily available from the Duck Disguiser toy. It doesn't even have a good uptime. Were any of us ever going to, I mean, not ever, it's a cute toy. We're gonna use it like sometimes, but like, oh no, the tree! If I hadn't been so busy complaining, I would have tagged it. Alright, well that's gonna take like 10 minutes. I may as well go farm some eggs. I can't speak for other people, but for at least me, I'm not that upset because I know myself and I know that I'm gonna pull out this toy twice a year tops. And it's not like I don't have a duck appearance. If it was a random duck appearance, that would have been fine by me. I don't feel a need to have all of them in any particular hurry. What am I doing? I am collecting eggs in the meantime, that's right. If it was like, you know, like you can only get one mount per year, and it's gonna take you 6 years to get all 6 of these duck mounts, that would have been a different story. I've got my pitchfork polished and ready for that kind of occasion. Kill the duck. Farming the boss for hours in a level 54 druid, thinking the boss dropped it directly, then discovered he doesn't, and I wouldn't have been able to get it if he does, being under 60. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, you know, we live and learn. I have not tried it very many times so far. I have done this boss over the last 2 days, I think 4 times. I did it once yesterday because I read that they had changed it so your first kill of the day has an extra flag to give you potentially a stronger chance at the mount. Hard to say, but that's the speculation anyway. So I did it once yesterday, and then I did it I think 3 times the day before that, maybe only twice. I have received 1 piece of transmog and nothing else. Grand Hunt spoils. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I've got a little bit of transmog. I think I just got the hat. I got the green spring hat, and that's it. My favorite thing about Noblegarden is that the interact key works with looting these eggs, so I no longer have to try to like rapidly spam click an egg. You just get near it and stick your interact key and you're good. 6 new pieces of mog. Yeah! I want all of it, but I am not expecting to struggle with that because I think that I'm probably going to struggle with the mount. Unless I get crazy luck and I just get the mount like this attempt. I have a feeling I'm just going to end up getting the, I'm going to end up finishing the mog set before the mount decides to drop. Do I still have, I used to have a sweet Noblegarden macro that would open the eggs. And I don't think I have it anymore. I've probably decided that I was never going to do another egg ever again. Not that, yeah, you can right click it. There's also a new pet on the vendor, the lovely duckling. That's new, and I need 250 chocolates for that. So that's why I'm chocolate farming. That's the other thing I need to make sure I finish before this event ends, is I need 250 chocolates. I got 33. We're not off to a good start. I'm assuming it works like the other Loves in the Air vendor cosmetics, where you can have a small chance to get it from the eggs themselves if you're lucky, but I haven't like looked that up to confirm it or anything like that. All right, shall we go start camping again? Completely forgot about the interact tip. Glad you don't need to do the other Noblegarden quest to unlock this boss. Yeah, I did the little quest line, and I was expecting it to, like, unlock something, and it's really just for, like, you know, a handful of flight stones and some fun and like, a couple of bonus eggs, I guess. Farmed about 500 eggs the old-fashioned way today. I had to have the Hearthstone. The Hearthstone's really cute. It's one of my favorite ones. Officially done with Noblegarden. Got the map. Bought the new toy. Last thing I needed off the vendor. Nice. I'm free. New toy. Bought the new toy. I need to look at the vendor again. I knew about the new lovely duckling pet. I don't know if I knew about the new toy. Is it egg dragon time? You always got to keep an eye on the field for the egg. It looks like it... People are camping it here, which makes me think that it always spawns in this field. I've never seen it spawn anywhere else. I would like to thank the Wicked Fate for a 34-month resub. Thank you very, very much. Fury Forever with a 20-month resub. Hey, Hazel. Happy egg hunting. Also, Season 4 soon. Woo! Yeah, April 22nd, NA 23rd, EU. That's going to be on top of us before we know it. Also, Autopole with a 41-month resub. Have the Hearthstone event on the braid. Each egg has 3 spawn points minimum. Oh, okay. I wonder if they're all in this field or if they are spread out. Oh, new pet. Okay. No worries, no worries. Good to know. It's cute. I need it. I have duckling pets. Here, let's get one of our other duckling pets out in the meantime, just so we can appreciate them before they've been outmoded by the cool new ones. Well, search for duck. We have Ironbeak, the mallard duckling, Pilot, the plucky duckling, that's a frog. Sergeant Quacker is very important. The wild duckling. Sergeant Quackers has the gear, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. When you actually summon Sergeant Quackers, Sergeant Quackers has the helmet and the shield and stuff. That's perfect. Come with me. Do you do community normal raid runs for the faded raids? No, I don't. I don't usually organize stuff like that. I will plug discords that do. There's usually people, like, communities that put them together. Interact key, press it when you're near an egg and it'll loot it. Yeah, it's pretty good. You'll see when it's available, the cogwheel icon should appear on your screen somewhere, but I just kind of mash it. There's no harm in it. Win a Plunderstorm by asking the level 10 nicely to let me win. Oh, that's great. Where do you get Sergeant Quackers? He is an achievement from a Mirdrasil. He is a raid achievement from a Mirdrasil that requires the coordination of your whole raid team. Everybody needs to get turned into a duck all at once on top of the NPC Sergeant Quackers that is in the Council of Dreams room. And then he's not lonely anymore, and then he comes to fight the boss with you. I believe that was the idea. What is it called? Ducks in a Row is the name of the achievement. I'm lucky that my guild did an achievement clear of a Mirdrasil. We got the meta done. Yeah, defeat the Council of Dreams after recruiting Sergeant Quackers to join the cause. Short on gold, and I need mats to continue my legendary quest. I made Arms Warrior. I wish you the best of luck. I hope the pennies start coming up soon. I never did the Shadowlands Faded season, been wondering how often easy it is to get into normal pugs. Late in the expansion, I'm not anticipating it to be, well, I'm kind of speaking from a place of privilege, because I'm just going to clear it with my friends and then have done with it. I don't know how choosy the pugs are, but I feel like it should be pretty straightforward. Alright, egg time. This is our first chance of the day, so theoretically, based on the hotfix that they pushed last night, should be a slightly higher chance than the rest of the attempts. We will still do the rest of my characters, because, well, unless I get the mail. No, I guess still even then, because I want the transmog. We would still do the rest of it, but I wouldn't say no to getting them out to my first run of the day. That would be a nice good morning to Hazel present. You got out of bed on your version of a Monday, and here you go, have them out. One carpet for B. Forgot it was reset day today. Been playing D4. Nice. Like this better than the queue for the Love Rocket? On one hand, first of all, your opinion is very valid. I'm not trying to disprove it. I was just trying to think of how I feel about that particular topic. Not that anybody said that I didn't, but I'm just covering my bases here. Second of all, I like that with this one you're not running afoul of the instance cap the way that you do with something like Love Rocket, because those go so fast and you can do 10 plus of them per hour. You know, you hit that lockout where you're like, well, I can't do any more for X amount of time, and that's annoying. On the other hand, I felt like when I was just kind of queuing up for it and getting a pretty fast queue and going in that I had kind of more agency over it and I was less likely to miss it. I feel bad like I'm just going to be waiting at the duck and then no one will notice the egg because we're all waiting, and then we'll just be wasting a bunch of time. Like I feel like I should be looking for the egg. But that also kind of feels like a waste of time. I don't know any details about the tokens that we get, the bullions yet. It's something I'm curious to find out. Have they put a post up about it yet? All right. Attempt 1 for the day. Doodle-doo. No, 2 eggies. Egg, egg, egg. Oh, I can disenchant that. Stuff in my bags. My bags have been getting kind of cluttered from all of this Dragonflight meta achievement farming. And I suppose time for the next character. A foul. Yeah, I definitely, for sure, did that on purpose. Not an accident at all. There's a new pet on the vendor, the lovely duckling. I don't believe Dayton drops any pets himself. Ooh, I did not know you could target the egg with a macro. That's a great tip. I will make one of those. I like that it brings people around so you can see their mounts and mods. That is cool. Any place that collectors gathers, usually you see some good stuff. The rare star wasn't there until the egg is. Oh, it would be neat if it appeared. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Alright. This one's Horde. She has to do this in Dusty Duratar. But this was the only character that's actually gotten any loot so far. She got the hat. I should probably mog it. It looks real cute on her. So, here's the nest. And first things first. Take a look at her mog. She's got her Forsaken set on. We could give her bunny ears. Bunny ears, very cute. But she got the Spring Reveler's hat. Let's make a Spring Allison set. And then maybe in the meantime, until I get the rest of the new set, I'll just kind of find something to put on. She's a clothy, so I'm sure she's got like green dresses and whatnot. Let's take the belt off. I must have something floral. Yeah, that's nice. And then, I'm not committed to that robe. It was just the first one I thought of. We've got... No, that won't do. Where's my green one with the spider arms? That one's nice. Consortium, Neophyte, Disciples, Halter Top, Sweater. That one, yeah, the Hibernal robe. That's what I was thinking of. It's pretty bright, but I do like the spider imagery that matches the general Forsaken vibe. But it's green, and there's also spiders in the garden. It works 2 ways. We'll stick with that for now. The gloves. Gloves are no good. And the bracers. And then as I get the rest of the pieces of the actual set, we can change them out. But for now, springtime. Come on, that's kind of cute. Alright, next order of business. Coffee. Macro. And then coffee. Find that egg. And then we need a good icon, because we always do. I usually just scroll randomly until something jumps out at me that feels vaguely appropriate. It's a big golden egg. You would use eggs when you make some types of pastry. Sashtar golden. Do that. Throw that on the bar somewhere. Alright, now coffee. Did you have a nice weekend? Yeah, I did. Thank you very much. It was lovely. It was, what did I do? I went to go see Dune, finally. I went to go see Dune 2. Appreciate that you log out on the road instead of walking into the inn. Yeah. I might have just force quit. You liked it? I did like it. It was long. I wish the seats were comfier. It was a long time to sit in a chair with no lumbar support. Maybe I'm just getting old, but I feel like those seats have always been kind of uncomfortable. It was very long. It was good. I'm an old lady. I wanted to like turn it down and put on subtitles because that's how I watch TV at home. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it well enough. How long was the movie? Here, let me get the exact runtime for you. Isn't that always the case? Wish the seat was comfier? No, when I went to see Mean Girls, I went to a different theater that had reclining seats that like rocked. It was awesome. I could have napped in those ones, but they weren't showing this movie at that theater for whatever reason. Oh, Dayton's here. Also, that was a much less long movie. Dune to runtime. Not rune time, runtime. 2 hours and 46 minutes, so you rounded up to 3 hours. It's a long movie. It was good though. I liked Austin Butler's Feyd-Rautha. I thought Mr. Chalamet did a commendable job as Paul. I liked him better as Paul in this film than the last one. It's mainly, I feel like, a spectacle. It hits the mark. It does the right notes. It does the scenes in a suitably cool way. I liked the way that they filmed Feyd-Rautha's birthday and like the color editing that they did on that. I thought that was really neat. But I feel like unless you had read the books, a lot of it's just like cool spooky imagery that's just like cool looking without a lot of understanding of why it's significant. And when you have read the books, it's a lot of what gives them impact is, I don't know, hard to do on screen. It's a cool movie. I would recommend going to see it. I enjoyed seeing the spectrum of other nerds that also went to go see Dune, because it made me remember that there's other people in the world that aren't just on screens. Yeah, that was good. I wouldn't go see it again, but I would maybe watch it again. Maybe when they're all out, I'll get them. I'll get a copy of them, and then I can like marathon them in my own home on my own couch. Mixed reviews of Zendaya and her Chani deviating from the book. I thought she did a good job with what they gave her. The writing deviated from the book. They changed the way the character reacts to some stuff and behaves about some stuff. I don't want to say they girl bossed it, but they girl bossed it like a tiny bit. just an itty bitty little bit. They gave her a little bit more independence and agency. And it's just a little, it's different. It was fine though. I thought it worked. There we go. Did we open the thingy? No, there's the thingy. Did I get anything? No, I got an eggie. Okay. Here, we'll stick her at the end this time. She can take a nap. If the chairs moved, or rocked were cool. Oh no, they were stationary chairs that were cool. However, they do have these, I don't know if they have these in Europe, but they had these D-box chairs that were in front of my row where I went to go see Dune, because I didn't buy D-box seats because the concept frightened me. And the idea is that these seats can vibrate and they can tilt a little bit side to side and forward and back so that you feel more immersed in the action. And I got a decent amount of enjoyment from like watching the seats as they were doing like the ornithopter scenes and whatnot. I think that it would either make me motion sick or just scare the daylights out of me if I was actually in one, but I think it's a cool concept. How many achievement points do I have? Somewhere in the 20, oh no, 32k. I thought it was 26. I don't pursue achievements for their own sake usually. I do achievements when they give me other stuff usually. Got my egg carpet. I am free. Alright, I'm going to Stormwind. Do I have just a Stormwind teleport on me? Do I have my Tome of Teleportation add-on on me? Follow-up question. My stuff is always intermittently turned off. Jessica was pregnant. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of an inconsistency. I bet you they did it because having a freaky little talking baby would have been expensive and divisive, and they're gonna have to... I wonder if they're gonna deal with the freaky little talking baby or if they're just gonna, like, age her up to be Anya Taylor-Joy levels. But having Jessica creepily talk to her womb was apparently less difficult to manage than creepy CGI talking baby. It had a potential to go real Twilight. We are going to /Telly. I just wanted to go to Stormwind, man. I don't have a Stormwind teleport cloak. I don't have a Stormwind teleport cloak. No. Dalaran it is. '84 Dune had Allie as like a 7-year-old. There's things that I feel like you can't legally cast child actors to say that character says. Anya's in Dune. She's everywhere, man. I feel like between Chalamet and her, and I feel like I'm just seeing the same actors like over and over again in different movies, which is probably my fault for watching Wonka and then Last Night in Soho pretty recently. But I've just seen the same people. They're great. They do a good job. This way. That's kind of always how it is? Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe I just didn't notice it back in the day because I was too young to, like, recognize actors. Be like, wow, Stanley Tucci's in this, too. Well, freshman, thanks for the 30-month resub. Gene Wilder and everything. You know who I have noticed pops up like a time traveler in movies I never would have, like, guessed that he was ever in? Is Paul Rudd. I'll be just like taking a random, throwing a dart at the screen stab at some movie that I've never heard of before on Netflix or whatever. And then I'll be like, Paul Rudd, what are you doing here? Like, he'll just have some role in it, no matter how old the movie is. Time traveler Paul Rudd always manages to get a part. That man has worked. Rewatched Interstellar yesterday. Lo and behold, Tim was in that as well. What, Tim Chalamet? In Interstellar? That's funny, that's the next movie that was on my list. I enjoyed him in Wonka so much. I'd never seen him do a role like that. It was really fun. Okay. I wonder if I can get them out in this event. I have 17 characters. But there's only so many days of it that's actually available. It's lucky that I'm streaming. Alright, also it's lucky that it's up. It's lucky that I'm streaming because if I wasn't, I would not have the patience. Like on the first 2 days where I wasn't streaming, I did not sit down and do 17 characters through this. My after the fact excuse is that, oh, I don't want to get them out to drop off stream because then I'm depriving us all of this joyful moment we can share together. But practically I was like, I'm playing Stardew Valley. It's nice out. I'm going for a walk. I'm going to the movies. I'm saying that I'm going to go grocery shopping and then not grocery shopping, so I still don't have groceries. Selling Skarsgård a lot of things. Yeah, 1 attempt per character per day. After a recent hotfix, it seems likely that your first attempt of a day has a higher chance, but given how short the event is, I'm choosing in this case to still go and do all my characters. You have the whole day ahead of you, this is true. Oh, for groceries. I have a lot of different things that are all kind of competing for my time, which is often a bad sign that I'm going to get overwhelmed and do none of them. That often happens. Oh, it's tough to structure your own time, sometimes, for some people, like me. This is the first time I think I've done a mount run that had this, like, delayed reveal, though, of you loot the quest item, and then you turn in the quest and then open that to find out whether or not you got it. Hope they extend the event. 1 week's awfully short. It is pretty short, but I would be surprised if they extend it just because it's Noblegarden. Noblegarden's always been a week. It's never been a terribly long holiday. I was kind of surprised, for that reason, I was kind of surprised they added a boss to it with a mount. Especially, like, a rare mount like this, but, you know. It'll be something. Maybe it'll be rare. Okay. We did not get... We just got an egg. 1 brightly colored egg. Eating seems important and worth it. Oh, yeah. I have, like, a wisp of a grocery list. I could just order groceries delivered. I might do that, because I don't know if I'll be getting out today. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna make. I had all these big plans. I was gonna pull everything out of my pantry and go through the contents of my fridge and discard things that are out of date and kind of refresh my memory about what I have and then come up with like a list of things I wanted to make and like a shopping list based off that, because I feel like I've gotten out of touch with my cupboard. My cupboard feels like a Pokemon save file that I picked up 4 years ago and I haven't looked at since. It's like it functionally might have something of value in it, but like I don't know what it is anymore, and I no longer have a plan for how to use it. I need to reintroduce myself to my cupboards. Excellent analogy. Why, thank you. Poor little Starmont. Rock the Dwayne Johnson was at a ton of things at one point. I wonder if I should change this character's hair now that I don't have the pink buzz anymore. I could make it brown. I would match. I think I've decided that I can have short hair that's like very short hair that's brightly colored, or I can have other hair that's naturally colored. But I don't have it in me to maintain a full dye job on long hair and manage it. I'm too tired. I don't got it. Here we go. I can't believe season 4 is in just a couple of weeks. What am I gonna do? That's the darkest brown they have, eh? Yeah. Yeah. That's more like it. It's also too expensive. Just got them out. Congrats, Anne! I saw a thing of self that said pristine, million years old pink salt from the Himalayas. And it had a best buy date. Millions of years old and expiring soon. Just my luck. Used your event underwhelming. Get 1 egg per quest. That's it. What's new with Noblegarden this year? What's the dealio? There is 1 new pet available from the vendor. There is a new toy available from a quest line. The toy, when you get the toy, you get 1 of 6 different appearances you can choose for it, for the Duck Disguiser, and we'll need to do 6 years worth of this event in order to get all the appearances. There is a new mount and 2 transmog sets, two transmog sets that you can get as drops from a new duck boss that you can see in Elwyn Forest and in Duratar, marked on the map with a big star. Fairly low drop rates, which is why we're leveraging the alts. Summoning the duck involves finding an enormous egg when it spawns. Where'd the pastry macro go? There it is. Finding an enormous golden egg when it spawns. And dragging it over to the nest to summon the boss. What happened to you playing gnomes? Tired of being short? I'm just cycling through my alts. I have a good chunk of gnomes, but I don't have all gnomes. My main is still a gnome. Disappointed when learning the toy colors were not account wide. Does nothing when you haven't done the quest. Oh, really? That's news to me. Let me see. Duck Disguiser. I believe you, but I just want to see what it happens. So it's a summon an egg that lets you transform into a tiny duck. 3-minute cooldown. You throw it down. Oh yeah, and then if the the colors really are character specific, so if you haven't unlocked the color, you're right, it doesn't do anything. It says choose your disguise, and then you have nothing. That's funny. At least it's only a 3-minute cooldown. For some reason I thought it was like a much longer cooldown. They said future events though, not 6 years of Noblegarden. True. You're right, I made an inference. Whether or not it's accurate, only time will tell. Baby ducks are so cute. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that quest line. The quest line doesn't take very long to unlock the thing. But I don't see myself doing it on more characters. I did it on my gnome. So my main has it. As long as I don't switch mains again, then I have a character that can be a duck. This is what the new carpet looks like. Very nice of somebody to show it off for us. Look at that. It's got a little duck plushie up by the pillow. That's how I go to bed with extra stuffies. It's got little egg-shaped tassels, painted egg-shaped tassels on the four corners. It's got some lovely little flower designs. I know we're memeing a bit about it being just a carpet, not a duck. And I also would have liked a duck. But it's a pretty carpet. It looks lovely. Vampire Enthusiast, thank you for the 7-month resub. Hey Hazel, happy spring. Looking forward to your War Within plus Season 4 coverage. Oh, thank you very much. Those seem like a tripping hazard. Moonkin flexing with his 1% event FOMO about. Yeah, I like the carpet. I want it. I hope I get it. I don't know that I'll... What if it gets dynamic flying? I know it doesn't have it now, but what if it ultimately, eventually, one day gets dynamic flying? How cool would that be? Should have had to drop a duck flight form glyph for druids. If they were gonna add a duck flight form glyph for druids, I almost would have preferred if they'd stuck it on the vendor for chocolate, though. I feel like after the Emerald Dream, our druid friends have suffered enough. They've grown enough. Plus they're good at looting the eggs. They can do the labs and loot all the eggs and buy that kind of thing. Like the commitment of dragging the egg macro. I'm just assuming I'm gonna be in range. I am hitting the macro occasionally. I'm just hoping that I will be within range of it to pull up a target. I don't know how far away it spawns. Flying, yeah, it has a little baby duck on the pillow, on the flying carpet. Have to be the same thing as the mage polymorph for bunnies. Bless you, kitty cat. You coming over? Come on. I got new pillows for my bed, for your head to go on. Not like decorative pillows, but like sleeping pillows. And she really, 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 really likes them. She likes mine specifically. I had to move her last night because I went to go to bed and she was firmly, squarely planted on my pillow and that I needed to use for sleeping. And I had to move you, and you were not pleased. You need I need to get you like a memory foam bed. I always think that you're not going to find that kind of thing because you're blind, but you've got a nose for it. This is a great opportunity for everybody to use all their toys. I shall call him Captain Claw. This kitty? Kitty, are you mad? Her name is Kira. Maybe literally knows for it. Yeah, I suppose. You would think memory foam has a smell. I don't think it's stinky, but... You wanna come on my lap? Diablo has transmog. I think I vaguely remembered something like that. Oh, there's the egg. Oh, yeah. So you can pull up a target on it. Clearly I didn't. Within a reasonable frame of time, but that's okay. It is large. I do appreciate that. It's hard to miss. It's not much of a challenge to find if you are looking for it. The other thing I appreciate about the boss is that it has enough, like it dies fairly slowly to give people a chance to tag it. I know somebody that was successfully tagging it on 2 characters per spawn by tagging and then quitting and then reloading the game to tag it again. I'm not gonna mess with that because I'm kind of too lazy for it, but that's what I was hearing, that it works for at least 2 characters but not a third, just due to like the third character just wouldn't get the loot even if they had hit the boss. But I did not try it firsthand. How do Kira and Moose get along? Moose loves her. Kira hates him. She wants nothing to do with him. And he wants to play, and then if he can't play, he wants to sniff and lick and snuggle, and she's not having any of it. There's still a baby gate up, so that they're in separate areas whenever they're not supervised. But I let Moose come back here on supervised visits, just so I can keep an eye on whether or not he's jumping on the cat. But whenever she has like a sneezing fit, he always like looks back like, is she okay? I should go check on her. I think she needs. There's someone that is doing 4, but has 2 accounts. Checks out, checks out. Nice to see the boss already up, so you slap it to tag. Yeah. Any flying carpets? Moose loves his big sister. I guess technically you are his big sister, aren't you? I never thought of that. You're obviously much older than he is. He is much larger than you, though. You are like the size of his, not his head, but like his head and his neck and scruff, maybe. No. Eggy. Alright. Back to the inn. Here comes, I'm sure. He does still have his emotional support pizza. It is showing some serious signs of damage. I'm keeping an eye on it, so if it starts to actually fall apart, I can remove it so he doesn't eat any pieces of it. But yeah, that's one of his favorite toys. He likes his plush toys, but he doesn't get to have those around all the time because those he really will eat. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot Barnacles had this torch that sheathes upside down. Keeps his buns warm. But now Moose is coming on 11 months old. He'll be another like week, and he'll be technically 11 months old. I feel like he's just about as big in frame as he's gonna get. He's just got some more filling out to do. He's not enormous. He's a little big. Bigger than my cat. This way. Baby tears into any toy he can get his paws on. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that the truth? I won't let Moose eat socks because I'm mean. And he's accepted that he's not allowed to eat our socks here at home. But he gets really pouty when he finds a sock out in the world, which happens more often than you would think. He'll just like dive into a bush and come out with a sock. And he's like, what do you mean I can't keep it? I found it. It's mine. Buddy, please. How many teeth does Kira have? She has her 2 front canines, and then she has 2 patches of back teeth on the top and then 1 on the bottom. So I count 5, but the patches of teeth are more than 1 tooth each. I brush them as 1 unit because they're next to each other. I hit 5 spots when I brush her teeth. Hello, friends. How we doing today? Hello, anyone. I'm doing good. I've got a bunch of characters and a boss to farm for a rare drop mount that's only available for a week, so I'm happy. That's like my bread and butter. Season 4 in 3 weeks. Can't wait. Too early? Doesn't feel real yet. Hasn't really computed. She has the front ones for your pictures. She has the front one so she can still bite me when I'm folding laundry and I'm not doing it right. He also eats everything. How do I stop it? How old is he? Is the valid question, because the answer is either he'll probably grow out of it, or well, that's your life now. Flop into the just out of the dryer pile of clothes. She'll like nestle into them, but then if I'm on the bed folding laundry, she wants some of that laundry on my lap, and then she wants to make the lap there. 8 months. Yeah, there's still time. Moose going from 8 to almost 11 months, Moose has really started to settle down a little bit. He's transitioning into a grown-up dog, and it's an enormous convenience. He's a lot easier now than he was like 2 months ago, if that makes you feel any better. I've loved every stage of Moosey, but my goodness, the more recent ones are cozy. Kira looks suspiciously like she wants to eat the mic cable. It's the office manager telling me that I need to replace some components. Let's hang out vaguely here-ish. No, that's just a bore. Out of the terrible twos phase where he says no to everything he can. He has started to say yes to things occasionally. I managed to summon him from a great distance with a treat that was only okay and a command. And he was like galloping, and I was so proud of him. I was so happy. He had such a good walk yesterday. I think he's just like turning into a dog. And I'm really happy. I was starting to doubt that it would ever happen. Oh, people tell you that puppies are tough. And then they tell you that puppies are cute, and both things are true, but like you can really start to get into your own head about whether or not you're doing it right, because you can try really hard and do your very best and things still feel like they're going 11 ways to sideways, and then you're like, well, am I just stupid? Am I not patient enough? Am I doing it wrong? Am I in over my head? And then you just kind of stick with it, and then hopefully things like smooth out over time. Jury is still out. He still acts like a beaver. You see, they've started spawning 2 storms at once again. I heard. I didn't know that they'd ever done that before. I thought that was, I thought it was new. That's cool. I think she just wants a chin scratching. Is that you? Usually. Aye. A dog. Like kids, just that these don't turn into dogs. Mm. Yeah. Storm increase for the meta achievement. Yeah, that's my understanding. I do not believe there is a dragon glyph for Noblegarden. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. That's how it was beginning of Dragonflight. Got rid of it in the Forbidden Reach patch. Oh, okay. Got them out? Congrats, Jeff! That's awesome! There is an egg basket. Toy that gives your dragon an egg basket to carry. But it's a toy and not a glyph. Do I have it? Did I get it yesteryear? Yesteryear. He doesn't hatch from the egg. He just shows up when you bring the egg to the nest. It's a bit confusing. He's a druid. Druids don't hatch. Found the vendor. I'll have to take a look at it. Remember memeing about it being held in sore. Because if it was there last year, then I probably got it. The lore is very confusing. Yeah, but he says things like, here's today's feather forecast, and quack under the pressure. It's pretty good. Why do the druid ducks hate Noblegarden? I did the quests, and I vaguely read them, and I don't know. I think they're here for duck puns, and that's about it. Alright, time to go turn it in. You leaving again? So soon? Yeah, I think you've just about summed it up. Only stream and watch where the streamer reads a chat before it shows up to me, Hazel OP. Sometimes. Sometimes I'll check in a stream VOD when I'm looking for a clip, and I'll see the chat replay, and I'll be like, there'll be like a really lovely question that I knew the answer to that I could have helped with that I just don't see whatsoever. Like I'll see myself look at chat and it'll just completely miss me, and I don't know how that happens. Feathered feet. There we go. All right. You know why we haven't got them out yet? Is I haven't been drum rolling. That's the trouble. That's the problem. Drum roll. Oh, I got it. What do you mean you can get duplicates? I only have one piece of transmog, and it's that one. Why? Can't even give them away. Get better RNG. I was operating under the incorrect assumption, apparently, that you couldn't get duplicate drops. I thought that they wouldn't give them to you, but they do. Alright. You stay in here and light fire to things with your butt torch. Time for another character? Don't forget to check the vendor. I'll swing by on this character. Yeah, 7 copper for us to keep. Wowee. Whoop-de doodle dandy. Oh. Alright. Oh yeah, I have a sheep on this character. That's right. These are my favorite hunter pets, I think. I have a bunch of hunters and they have lovely pets. Including my human hunter that has a moose and a Kira. But like, look at the sheep, is so fluffy. I just haven't cleaned out my alts bags yet. A lot of them have various things from Freehold. Extra dice hanging around from when we were farming sharkbait. If Barnacles farts with that torch in his back, he can one-shot mobs. Oh dear. Alright, fine. Where are they? These ones? There. I guess the main thing that I'm looking forward to season 4? It is season 4, right? Not season 3? Is the last final gasp of the Dragonflight economy. I can craft and sell and offload for the final time my various supplies and stuff to make my last bit of gold this expansion with alchemy. 4, F for faded. But it's awakened. I've created my War Within pre-order to Epic for the extra tendy so I can buy the shark head. Celebrating the return of the Grief Torch. Why? I didn't use a Grief Torch. Everybody else used a Grief Torch. I'm a healer. Do healers Grief Torch? I guess maybe. I don't know. Oh, I have a bad feeling I'm going to end up with, I don't want the Broodmother's trinket again, but I have a bad feeling it's going to go that way. Said sometimes you find things. What was the last thing? Oh, I don't remember any specifics. I'm sorry. Yeah, the shark head's cute. Oh, I haven't even... That's the other thing. Oh, there's a ruler on my desk. That's the other thing I could do today. We haven't done trading post yet. I wonder if, yeah, so it's just doing Noblegarden dailies has been earning me some tenders. So we're already 400 of 1k without having really thought about it very much. This one is also probably going to end up done by virtue of just doing the daily, like the mount farm. But I haven't been shopping yet. There's a new April trading post. Time for the return of Rashok's mana pools rejoice. I spent that entire patch. Okay, alright, I'm exaggerating. This only happened like 3 times. But answering questions about what that little lava pet is by saying, it's not a pet, it's my trinket. It's Rashok's Molten Heart. Wowee. I used to take it off before I filmed footage just so it wouldn't confuse people. How many attempts do you have on the mount? So I started today with 3, and then I've done, what, like 5-ish? Less than 10, I think, still. More than 3 times? Oh yeah, I was gonna check the vendor, that's right. I think I have time. If the... Oh, no, egg's coming in. I don't have time. There it is. Shout out to the egg dragon crew. Got mine at the 5th attempt, so I think you're due. I heard of a few people getting it on 8, so I think we have a chance. If I use all my alts every day of this event, I'm feeling reasonably good about my odds. Not amazing, but, you know, good enough to at least do 17 attempts a day. Missing them out, but it won't drop. I wish you the best of luck. 24 attempts, just 2 more tunes. Still no man. I'm happy. I like mountain farming. I got a mouth of fun. I got a stream to hang out with. I got caffeine buzzing through my system. Yep, drank the coffee. I have a kitty cat and a puppy dog. Oh my god, my puppy is so cute. I know I brag about it all the time, but he's adorable. He's so cute! I went to see him this morning, because I go see him every morning. Because that's kind of what you do when you have a dog. And I usually sit down in his bed so that he can come and like flop him on my lap and we can cuddle for a minute. And he gave me like 49 kisses. And he's not usually a super kissy dog. And then I wash my face. I'm not the kind of person that wants my dog to like lick me on the mouth on purpose, but sometimes it happens by accident. Dude's got a big tongue. He covers ground. Haven't even lasted a month as a human. I miss being a gnome main. Gonna wait for the race change to be on sale though. Alright. Is this the one? Man, I'm really feeling the coffee buzz right now. Alright. Doo-doo-doo. No. 1 egg. Let me take a quick look at the vendor. I'm pretty sure I have the toy, but just in case. Noblegarden vendor. Yeah, Drake's Big Basket of Eggs. Equip your dragon riding Drake with a festive basket, cooldown reduced during Noblegarden. That's the one. Waldron EU, thank you very much for the 4-month resub. Love your vibe and joy for the game. Oh, shucks. We do our best. It's not that I don't get salty sometimes, but... Usually when I'm really salty about something, it's because I've done something wrong. I mainly get salty at myself. Moose jumping on your chair lap in the middle of the stream. He would take up the entire screen. I don't think he would fit on my lap in this chair. He fits in my lap if we're only, like... He fell asleep on my lap yesterday morning and it was very cute, but it was just his head in my lap. Like, the rest of the dog doesn't fit. Big puppy. Janahita, thank you for the 49-month resub. Very much appreciated. And Kanar with a 20-month resub. Thanks, guys. We are chipping away at our sub goal. Sometimes I think about, what if I did a stream-a-thon to try and boost up my numbers some? You know, make some pennies for the house fund. And then I think, what would that be? And how would it be different than you just streaming every day like normal? Well, you stream for, wow, like an extra 30 minutes. Ooh-wee. Where am I going? Or Duratar, that's right. Ahoy, nerds! Yes, I in my mind, a subathon is different from a streamathon. This tune is Horde, that is true. Where do you get the giant candlestick staff? Azerothian Archives. The new Big Dig situation has it on the vendor. It's a 2-handed mace and it's brilliant. I love it very much. 10 subs treat for booster Kira. I don't know if I want to tie any feeding of animals to donations. You'd have to cap that. What are we working on today? I am farming the Noblegarden boss for the Noblegarden Mount. What is Pilk? Good reminder to do the dig this week. Water plants, 20 subs. The plants actually are pretty thirsty. I have quite a few of them that need doing. The problem is that I don't have a dishwasher. So the sink has a greater state of importance in the home because it is the only available area for cleansing dishes. So I can't just leave my plants in the sink all day when I forget that I've watered them because they're in the way when we later need to prepare a meal or do dishes. So I never get around to it. That's my admittedly weak excuse. Did I get it? Did I tag it? Do I remember how to tag things in a Death Knight? I've hit some buttons. I think we got it. Okay, we did tag it. That's good. I hit it with a death grip, which I feel like probably doesn't tag it, and then oh man. Which one did I want? Death's Caress. That would have done it. That one's a ranged attack. Whoops. You can clean dishes in the shower if you were desperate. I should probably water the plants in the bathtub is what I should do. Is I should line the whole bathtub up with plants, water all of them, and then clean the tub after because there will be like dirt in it. But like, that's probably more reasonable. Or, you know, just like remember that I was watering plants and put them away when I'm done. But who do we think we're talking to here? Eric. No luck. Not that time. 10 subs treats for mystery partner. I just like throw candy at him. He's off screen. You just hear him go, thanks. Yum, yum, yum. Harold, 95. Thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Oh, Pepsi and milk. Please tell me that's a game. Finishing up Amber Court. Buff's really helping this week. Exalt with the Countess and Crypt Keeper Kassir. It's not as bad as you think. You would just have to tell yourself that it's not pilk. It's like a root beer float, but made with Pepsi, but with low-fat ice cream after it's melted. I think that's the angle. Let's just do this and then scoot these guys around so they're in melee and then hope for the best. Imagine a root beer float. Yeah. I almost like the idea of mystery partner being the home improvement Wilson. Exists, never see his face. Bonus points for sage advice. Oh man. I'm imagining him answering, like offering stream advice. Don't get me wrong, he's a smart guy. He's got a sense of humor. I don't know if you would like what you hear. Where are we going? We're going to Stormwind. How are we getting there? Slowly. Let's just do this. I had almost successfully forgotten Shadowlands mission boards existed. They're single-handedly funding my pet charms for leveling up new pets. It was one of the world's first streams. They had to try it if they hit a donation threshold. They were surprised at how pleasant it was. I was trying to think of different things I could use for sub-goals after we revealed the final wig without just buying additional wigs, because I feel like that's going to lose its shine eventually. And the only thing I could think of is if I ever find a way to practice properly and I dust off and fix up the trumpet and I re-practice how to play it because I've completely lost my chops. I have no musculature anymore that would help me play it, so I would sound terrible. But if I could get back into a vague version of shape, I could bribe you guys by saying that at a certain sub-goal, we do a trumpet Warcraft song mini concert. Because I have somewhere sheet music for like some of the Warcraft stuff as performed on trumpet. But like I said, I haven't played the thing in years and years. It would be awful right now. And I set a very lofty goal for the final wig reveal, so I don't think we're going to get there anytime soon. What am I doing? I'm going to this way. Trumpet concert would be sick. But after that, I would be like out of ideas. But I want to keep coming up with something because it makes streams fun. And I won't lie, the bottom line is nice when you're trying to save up for a mortgage. I have such bad house brain. Oh my goodness. It's awful. I was looking at a listing of a house that was from the 60s that has not been changed since the 60s. And it had this like mustard yellow brown shag carpet and like faded floral wallpaper, the whole 9 yards. And I was like, I love it. I want it just like that. I'm not even changing anything. If I lived there, I would have my pancakes in this room, and I would play Stardew in this room, and then I would have 4 cat trees in this room, and then we put an aquarium right here. And I was like moving into it in my brain. I can fix it. Hazel Kaizo Pokemon runs. Oh, hey! I found the egg! I found it! I'm helping! This is kind of far, isn't it? I was watching a little bit of Krendor doing Kaizo Pokemon runs. I didn't fully understand what was going on, but the emulator goes at such a fast speed that it was kind of entrancing just watching him play Pokemon at like 1,000,000 miles a second. Maddie DJ4, thank you for the 9-month resub. 93 tries in, no carpet. At least the boss is cute. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I hope it drops for you soon. Thinking about the smell of the rooms too. That is the one thing that I think could really kill a potential house for me, is if it had really bad odors of either cigarettes, like people had been smoking inside, or like if animals had been kept there in a way that was not maintained, like, you know how sometimes like places will get. That would not be unfixable, but that would put a damper on it for sure. But if it's just ugly, I can work with ugly. Gotta replace the walls if the smell's bad enough. Yeah. But what if I had a place that had a yard where I could go outside, and then I would be like still at home, but I would be outside, and I could plant any kind of vegetables or fruits or flowers or all of them. I could have tulips over here and daffodils over there, and you know, like this, I could do a raised bed and I could put in some carrots. I could have a bird feeder. I could have hedges and I could trim them with big shears. Oh, it's great. Lives up to the hype. First thing I did when I bought a house, build a catio for my kitty. Aww. Era, thank you for the 8-month resub. Oh, that's right. I read that one. Oh, I mixed them up. Maddie said, started doing the daycare quest for the meta. Can't believe I didn't do this before. Those are very cute. And then Aaron was the one with 93 tries and no carpet. Automatic sprinklers, the old-fashioned hose. I would start with the hose, and then 3 years in, I would get fed up and I would set up an automated sprinkler system, and then I would yell at myself for not having done it earlier. That's usually what I do, is I do things the old-fashioned way for a little longer than I probably should, and then when I finally set up the modern thing, I'm like, wow, I really should have been doing this the whole time. Yeah, the well prices are awful. They're very unintuitive. I had to basically just like look up advice for each of them. I think in some cases there's even videos so you can kind of see like which buttons people press and when. Yeah, they're rough. All right. Any luck? For whatever reason, I'm not really counting my attempts. I guess my rarity is either not turned on or just not doing it. No luck that time. Hi, kitty. Welcome back. You're so cute. You're such a cute. You're just sitting up like me. Well, you're sitting up a little better than me. I need to get back into yoga or just like get a big mallet to just pound my spine back into shape. Sad there isn't a way to buy the new spring outfits with the chocolates. Yeah. What do we have going on today? Hello, Dice Meister. I am farming the new Noblegarden boss for anything I can get out of it. There's transmog, there's a mount, and I want them and I do not have them. Also, I could probably stand to clean up my bags a little bit, eh? If you do yoga, be prepared for Moose to join you. I have discovered that if I do yoga on Moose's half of the place, Moose joins me, and if I do yoga on Kira's half of the place, Kira joins me, and both of them get in the way. Buy a house in the yard, I can go do yoga outside. Good old spine hammers. Foam roller. Yeah. Got the noble flying carpet again? My goodness. Chonky one. I've tried using foam rollers before. I just didn't think I'm doing it right. And I don't want to buy any more right now because I don't have them currently. And I kind of have more stuff than I want to be storing. This place has like 2.5 closets. And it's a bit tight. Alright, so there's where the nest spawns. What about the egg? Where does the egg spawn around here? Presumably not too far. What if you do in the middle? What's the story behind the duck druid? We were debating that earlier. I don't think there is a story. I did the quest line. I think the story is duck puns. There's playing 3 minutes 3 times a day, way more efficient. I found that when I tried planking, it was hard and I didn't like it. Shocking revelations. Takes that no one has ever had before. I was lazy today. I woke up early enough to get up and go for a run before time to walk moose. And then I like didn't do it. For no reason better than I just didn't want to. I wasn't even like having a nice time relaxing in bed. I was just like, well, I don't want to get up yet, and I technically don't have to. So I won't. But maybe I'll jog later. It's not like I jog very far for very long. It's not a huge inconvenience. It's just sometimes you don't want to. Walking moose pretty good. No duck form for druids. They're quacking mad about it. Better bags, automatically tracking my chocolate total. Oh, nice. Any eggies? I don't know exactly where it spawns, so I'm just kind of doing a little curve. Quick question. Had a hard time getting back into retail. Playing Season of Discovery. Any advice on how to ease back into the game? Talents, UI changes, overall adjustments. Oh, there's the egg. I would... It is tricky. I would not be in a big hurry to have everything figured out right away. And I would pick one goal that you want to work on and then just worry about learning things as they pertain to that goal. So whatever, you know, it could be a collecting goal. It could be wanting to like clear the raid on LFR or on normal. It could be wanting to do each of the dungeons on Mythic Zero, whatever goal sounds appealing to you. And then working on setting yourself up in pursuit of just that to kind of like narrow the scope a little bit, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the game that you don't have to worry about. You don't technically have to worry about any of it. I always find it's easier for me to learn different elements when I have a little bit of a goal to work on. Passed it by that tree. Ducks are not chaotic evil, they're not geese. The geese are confused this year. Maybe they're confused every year, but I saw some geese leave heading one direction not that long ago, and they're already coming back. How far could they have possibly gone? Opened 1750 eggs yesterday. Did not get the Spring Strider once, but now I have all the items in the event. Happily move on. Nice. The new transmog only drops from the duck, is that correct? My understanding is that it doesn't come from the eggs, but I don't know that for sure. Or, well, from the loot-filled basket from the duck, I should say. Now I'm thinking about geese listening to One Direction, the boy band. Only from the egg. Okay. I can't believe... I want the dress. I want the robes. Change your UI back to pre-Dragonflight. So, when you go into the edit mode, there will be some... You can move everything around to wherever you like, but there should also be a classic preset that is more similar to the pre-Dragonflight layout of it that you can start with as like a base, and then you can scooch and resize whatnot as you prefer. Let's just switch. That might help. Any luck? Oh! I got a new transmog piece. I got turquoise boots. So if I look at the sets... I'm probably going to need better appearances, aren't I? Darn it. I think those are from like the pantsuit set. At least it's something new. Got them out today. Just need transmog. Nice. Boots, pants, 2 chest pieces, and the hat. Yeah, I was gonna be unhappy if I got another dupe. So I've done 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 characters today. So I've done 12 attempts total. And then we have another 2, 4, 6, 8 to go. What if I need more characters for this? Is 17 enough? Egg hunting for the Mog? Egg hunting for the pet. I need to egg hunt for the pet. I think I have the rest of the Mog already. Yeah, character cap is it 50? But it's not separate by server now. Like, you can have all of your WoW characters in one account on the server if you like. You can have 50 characters in one server. Can you explain how treasures work? I need to dig maps. So for some treasures, you need to find the map to locate it first. And those can drop when you loot the expedition packs, which are just boxes you can find outside. And then disturbed dirt, which are dirt piles you'll find outside. And for the dirt piles, you need to have a shovel that you can buy on the auction house. You can get them crafted by blacksmiths, or you can buy a version of it from the Dragon Scale Expedition vendor. I've gone the wrong way. In order to loot the dirt. Not all treasure needs a map, but the ones that do need them. Got a cursed rabbit's foot out of an egg. Yeah. According to Google, it's 60 now. Yeah, I thought they tapped it up a little bit when they added something or another. Aw, thank you, Samisaurus. I used to try and keep as many characters as would fit on the screen without scrolling. I realize now that's a horrible way to live. I am looking forward to warbands. I hope that they do something to help organize and make the character selection screen nicer to navigate when you have a ton of characters, because a huge, like, scrolling list of 50 just feels like a bad Rolodex. I don't like it very much. Drop right in the Noblegarden carpet. Hard to say for sure. Speculation indicated 1%. Recently, like last night, there was a hotfix that maybe indicates that you'll have a better chance on the mount on your first try of the day. We don't know that for sure, but that is likely what they did. So we don't have hard numbers. We never do. But it's definitely not guaranteed. I don't have it yet, so you can count yourself lucky. Yeah, I did it. I'm jealous. I want to find the egg. Got mount on the 5th alt for the day. So, the Noblegarden basket, the egg basket, 15 minutes and your Drake will carry a basket of eggs. Does everybody? Okay, the Algarian Stormrider. Oh, it does have, I was about to say to do all the drag riding mounts, because not all of them are Drakes. All right, there's the Algarian Stormrider with a basket of eggs. I must now try all of them. Hang on, show me all my dragon riding mounts. Polly Roger. Does the Polly Roger do it? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. That is worth it. The basket you can buy on the vendor for chocolates. It's a toy with a 15-minute duration. Yeah, I like that a lot. What else do we have? The bigger drakes, I'm assuming, hold it in their claws and not their mouth. Oh, no, there we go. It does hold it in its mouth. What about our auspicious arbor worm? Oh yeah. Try it with your Drakthir. Works on Drakthir Sore. Oh, I'll have to try that. Got on my first try today. Very nice. $875? Yeah, $875 total. Should be a duck dragon riding mount. I believe in this attempt. All right. I'll buy it. Look at my dice. I'd say everything drops eventually if you farm it for long enough, but the sad truth about holiday events is you could just not get lucky the whole time. you could do this every day on 50 characters and get really unlucky and then just have to wait until next year. At least for something like Sharkbait, I could just keep going. You know, there's always another day. Clean up our bags a little bit in the meantime. For rumble foil, apparently. Yeah. Ah, the merchant doesn't want my dragon shards of knowledge. I don't want them either. Worth gearing ults right now if the next major patch is coming out soon? Yes and no. Yes, because it'll make things a tiny bit easier for you at the top of the next season. And it's not terribly difficult to get them some stuff to wear now. And then, no, because you can get better stuff if you wait until the next season. It just depends on what kind of content you want to do and how geared you ultimately want them to be. Yeah, we don't know anything yet about time running. That'll be a good point. That might be good for all gearing. Have fun, everyone. See you later. I don't remember getting knocked back. This must be a melee problem. Where is it going? I'm taunting it this way for a moment. Oh, I just realized that the duck nest for both Element Forest and Duratar is by water so the duck can swim. I didn't get why in Duratar it was all the way down by where the dead warlock is in the water. It's because it's a duck. Quack quack likes the water. Keza, thank you for the 55-month reset. Duck seems to come up every 10 minutes-ish. Maybe a little more often than that. Last team for the day. 30 attempts, no mount. I hope you have better luck tomorrow. I believe. Join raids for fast response too. Warrior charge always fun to use in the air. Alright, this could be it. My rarity, well, I don't have my rarity turned on, but somebody else that's probably more responsible than me also said their rarity was not tracking duck kills. So I don't know how people are counting. They might be counting manually. Imagine keeping track of information without a computer to do it for you. I couldn't. I could never. Diddle-doo. Nope, not that time. Alright. Well, at least these all these characters will be. I don't have to move them tomorrow. They'll all be ready in the inn. Oh yeah, I forgot about put on that transmog. That was I was trying to win the bronze clockwork outfit in the Trial of Style. That's right. Do an index card, telemark them. That's a good idea. Import string for adding it to rarity. Yeah, at this point, unless I like... Oh, fine. Yeah. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn rarity on for everybody. Add-ons. And I'm also gonna have to retroactively count up my attempts. I do have rarity. Let's see here. Let's see if we can add it. What should I look up on Wowhand? I forgot the name of all of the keywords. Search for Noblegarden. Loot-filled basket. Noble flying carpet. 8 rarity strength so we can accurately track our suffering. Copy. And then when we go to custom, I need to manually add up my attempts to... So let's say I had 3 from before. And then I've done like... Here, let me check real quick. 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's say I'm at 13. Feels like a lot of work. Yeah, but if I do it now, and then I have rarity turned on all my characters, that way later on... The main reason I'm bothering is because I have a feeling when I do get it, people might ask me how many chances I had, and it'll be nice to have a number to give them. So let's say 13. Because that's where we're at. Okay. If I didn't think anybody would ask, then I probably wouldn't bother too much. Easter basket manuscript. So the Easter basket is a toy and not a manuscript, and it is available on the vendor. You can buy it for chocolates on the vendor. Got a holiday map before a Hazel? Say it ain't so. Pass along good luck, grade buff. Oh, thank you. Tutorial on how to add a custom thing to rarity? Probably. Basically what I did was I found the string on Wowhead, and then I copied it to my clipboard, and then I pasted it into the import tab. That's the tutorial. That's all I got. If there's any other tips, I don't know them. Kind of like adding a weak word. If you're trying to do it without a string, then that tab over here, the custom tab, you can you can create a new item and you can give it, if you know the item ID of the item ID of where it actually drops from, then you can like pull item IDs off of Wowhead and build things manually. I've done that before for like transmog farms, but it's for this one there was just an existing string that we popped into the section. So, all right, and we wait, more or less. Oh, the egg's coming. Yeah, so it's believed that the first kill of the day has a better chance as of yesterday night. They hot fixed in a quest flag for your first kill per day. So speculation is that you will have a better shot at the mount at least on your first kill of the day, but you do still have a shot. I don't think that they would have changed the drop rate outside of that. You just might have a stronger chance in your first kill of the day. I'm still using all my characters because it's such a short event. You can farm once per day per character. Second one of these carpets, you can sell it for 1 whole copper. In other news, I am 1 copper richer. My 4th kill. Nice. Well, hi, Princess Tony. Believe me, you do not want me as your mother. Mothers should be responsible. What level? So you can do it on lower levels, but if you want a chance at the mount, you need to be 60 or higher. If you do it in a character below level 60, they get a lesser version of the quest item that does not have a chance to contain the mount. This will be attempt number 14. Green quest turn in. No chance. Blue item. Yes, exactly. Precisely. So much to do in Shadowlands, even more in Dragonflight, but waiting for the next expansion. Yeah, I'm starting to wish I had begun farming it on Monday. But what do you do? Can't go back time. If, you know, Cher tried. She can't do it, no one can. Yeah, 14 attempts. No luck, I did not get it. But now I have it set up on rarity. So I need to make sure that my other characters, as I do them, have rarity turned on so we can keep it tracked. I know that my, I have a lot of my add-ons that end up turned off over time. It says it's on, but I don't know if I believe it. Double check. It started this most recent Monday. And it does end this upcoming Monday. Yeah, it's only a 1-week event. Brutal. I grabbed the rarity string from a Wowhead comment that was a couple of comments down on that there. It's the comment by Sulask. Worked good.
Thank you.
And then if you're catching this on the YouTube VOD, you don't have the chat. It's just the Noble Flying Carpet page, and Wowhead has it in the comments. Thing I keep forgetting to do is the blue daily quest in Eon's Fringe. Oh, I didn't do that either. I forgot. I think I'm only like 2 days into it for that achievement. In my mind, it's like not that big of a deal, and it's pretty easy, and it's not gonna be a problem. So I like don't do it, but because I don't do it, it's never gonna happen. Yeah, that's add it to my list. It's only 10:30, and we're making pretty good progress on running these alts through, so I think it'll be fine. I think I'll have time to do a few of those things. Okay, rarity is on. Good. Yeah, it's nice that you don't need all of the Eon's Fringe quests. That would have been so mean. Is that your Hearthstone there? Helps? That's a good idea. I should probably look into that. Thanks, Soap Guy. Yeah, not everybody likes the way that I've done, but I always think UI should be a personal thing. Whatever floats your boat. I guess this one could go here. Advice in getting the Morkut treasure in the Forbidden Reach. I'd have to Google it. I don't remember the details on that one. Forbidden Reach. What was that? Treasures of the Forbidden Reach. Morkut provisions. Comments. No. Comments here. Someone says, buy the Reliquary Scroll of Perception from Cataloger Dela that marks the treasures in your minimap for an hour. Something else says that the Morkut ones are to be found at /way 30... Here, I'll see if this works. That's the coordinates according to Wowhead. Anomaly Detection. Your Anomaly Detection spell might also help you. If you go into your General tab spellbook and you turn this on, that will maybe help show it to you. I like the idea of matching a grid of keys to the MMO mouse button setup. Easier to learn on alts. Yeah, I like it. I never thought that I'd be able to switch back to a keyboard, but it worked. Evidently, I eventually did. Okay. Oh, egg is incoming. Oh, I'm helping. I think if Noblegarden hadn't happened, I would have had a reasonable chance to finish. Well, was I close to finishing my meta achievement? I was getting there. I have a lot of storm chasing to do, but now that they've made it so there's double storms up, it's that should help a lot. Thunderstorm added trios, and now I think I like it better. I haven't tried trios yet. I don't know if I'm going to. It sounds fun, but I'm busy. Oh yeah, you can just hold down a key and it'll just spam cast. There we go. Just keep the wrath button held. I'm helping. Nope. Get everything from Plunderstorm? Yeah. I even got the achievement because I did duos with Flabby. Took like about a week, I would say. And a chunk of that was done before the hot fixes to solo. You'll get it this time? I hope so. Alright, drum roll. I've got a cat on my lap, it can't be too loud. Nope. One brightly colored egg, that was attempt number 15. Rarity seems to think it's a 1 in 50 chance, so like a 2% instead of a 1%, which I would love that to be true. That would be great. But fear not, we have more chances. However, in the meantime, I'm gonna take a break. I will be back. Miss Kira is 10. She is 10 years old. Let's see. Honey Plum's turn next. Yeah, cat's gonna cat. Defaults to 1 in 15 rarity when you add something manually. Oh. I was hoping that someone knew something. That's okay. I don't know that it's not 2%. Besides, rarity also, I don't think the percentage chance is very valid for this anyways, because I do not believe it can account for that daily extra chance, because we don't have data on what that extra chance even is, and I'm not sure if rarity can handle the difference, so it doesn't really matter. You gonna jump down? Do you want help down? I can help you down. She'll be back. Thank you. She's a cutie pie. She's real sweet. She's the only cat that I've ever had. I've met many cats, but she was the first cat that I ever got. I've never had a different cat, and I think she's really thoroughly set the bar extremely high for any other felines that I may have in my life in the future. She's just an absolute nugget. Twigbot 4K, thank you for the 20-month resub. Happy Wednesday, Hazel. WoW play going well there. More or less. I'm enjoying farming the new boss for a mount. I haven't got the mount yet, but you know, it's only my first day of doing it on stream. We got the rest of the week. She is 10 years old. Miss Kira is 10. I have an outdoor Norwegian forest cat. Oh. Miss Kira, what else? What else can we share about you? You are brown mackerel tabby. You like chin scritches. You are pretty quiet most of the time, but you get chatty occasionally. And she doesn't see very well anymore, so she needs a little extra help with a few things, but not many things. Also, if we're sharing TMI, she, at a certain age, decided that she no longer wanted to squat very far to pee. So she needs a very high-walled litter box, otherwise you're going to be doing a lot of cleanup. Talked to the vet about it, and they're like, yep, she's alright. She's just making a mess. So yeah, still skeptical of the dog situation. Which, to be fair, when you're blind and all you can hear is the ground rumbling as this, like, 80-pound puppy stomps around the place, I would be nervous, too. Litter box walls are comically high. Yep. Yeah, it took me a little bit of trial and error to find the right one. I tried to get her to use a top entry litter box because that would have helped as well, but she was too blind to get used to something new like that. She hated it. She would not use it, so I found one from some brand or another. Works good. Gets the job done. Woo. But yeah, she's a sweetie pie. She'll never, like, really claw you on purpose. The only time you ever really get scratched by the cat is if I have let her nails get too long, which is my own fault. And then if she's, like, jumping up onto your lap or something and she, like, misjudges it and then has to, like, you know, stabilize herself. That hurts, but she'll never do it, like, maliciously. Even if she bites me, she's just love biting. She just nibbles. Contrast, our male cat will take 5 minutes to meticulously bury his business. Had to get one with toe wells because our cat loves kicking sand. Yeah, I remember being kind of outraged at having to buy, like, a special litter box that was, like, expensive because I'm like, it's a big plastic box. What could possibly be so fancy about this? But then after, you know, after the cheap ones all were a big mess, this works pretty good. Can't complain. Would do again. Hi, Boogie Ponderosa. How you doing? How are things? We're farming the Noblegarden bus. Feels a little silly because we're already, like, halfway through the event almost, but I might try to put together a little tips video for it. I don't see why not. Could come in handy for somebody. Start feeding schedule twice daily insulin. I knew a kitty that lived for a really, really, really long time with that. They got very used to their insulin. Only item that won't drop for me other than the mount is the dress, and it's driving me mad. Add in the tips how to add it to rarity. Just learned how to do that today from you. Yeah, that was good advice from chat. That was good. I need all the tips. I haven't started it yet. All right. Basic gist is just kill the boss on as many characters as you can until you get the stuff. That's more or less the tip. And then if you're doing egg hunting to buy other items off the vendor with chocolates, then use your interact key. I mean, there's, like, sprints and stuff you can use, but go as fast as you will. I guess being able to target the big egg is also a tip. I didn't know that you could use a target macro to help find that. But you also kind of, you know, someone will drag it. It's nice if you can help it. It's not, like, mandatory. Got the dress first drop. Oh, man. I really want the dress. I think it's gorgeous. I'm excited. I want to, like, do the trading post stuff, but I need to finish my attempts for the day first. I haven't even gone to look at the trading post yet. I usually like to get all my tender for a month before I go look at the trading post. What's this event? Noblegarden. There's a new boss that they've added to Noblegarden this year. Turning ground clutter to 1 helps a lot with egg hunting. There is a new mount that has a chance to drop from the quest item that you get from this guy that you can try once per day. And then 2 little transmog sets. Like a pants version and a dress version of a spring transmog set. Once per day per character. You do want to switch characters. You cannot get, the mount comes from that quest box and you can only get that once per day per character. Seem to have improved the egg hunt mechanics a lot. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if it maybe follows a limited version of herbalism shared node tagging, because it felt like the eggs weren't disappearing as soon as somebody looted it. It felt like there was a window for multiple people to loot it before it despawned. which was convenient. Like I was not infuriated when I was farming eggs, even though a bunch of other people were also farming. All right. So, blue basket. Any luck? No. Attempt 16. Wah wah. Or quack quack. I felt like everyone got the rug already. Not me! Trading post changes out every month. So the first of the month you get a new batch of stuff. Like waiting for the end of the month to be able to compare whether I want to spend tendies or on the current one or save it for the next month. That is a smart idea. I think I am too attached to the instant gratification of shopping for the new stuff on like the early days that it comes out to do it, but it is a good idea. So rarity did enable, that's good. Went and bought my Easter shirt and dress. From the trading post, or... Because I know there's a different color of it. $500 eggs in 2 days. $304 attempts in the salamander. It's supposed to be 1 in 80. Yeah. $304, I think, is a bit unlucky for salamander. Kinda cheap. It's fun. Easiest in Razor Hill? I had a pretty good time in Goldshire. Just doing laps around the inn in Goldshire, I was getting them pretty fast. Eggs drop a mog set. Maybe that's old. I believe that is old. I think that the loot contained in the eggs is also available on the vendor. So when you're farming chocolates for the vendor stuff, sometimes you get some of the pieces already, like the bunny ears and the dresses and whatnot. I think at this point, with the somewhat shared egg looting, any of the egg farming spots is fine. Chromie time? Almost empty. Razor Hill Forest. See, you gave the New World boss a quack. Yeah. Yeah, no luck yet. This darned duck. He's dead, but he's not donating his deed. I'm out of D words. I'm a warlock. I need a warlock pet. I don't think Boy can ever wear different transmog. He's too cute in the BlizzCon onesie. It's just too good. Why does a duck have a magic carpet? I'd have to ask him. Yeah, on one hand, I get that I also would have liked a duck mount. But on the other hand, if the first time they ever add a duck mount is to a 7-day holiday with an RNG chance, nah. I want them to add a duck mount, but I want it to be from something that is available all year round. Logging onto a random horde alt, got a random mount from Time Rifts from another player. Yeah, you can gift him to any opposite faction player that you can target. I've given a few away that way myself. That's nice. Got so lucky with the Druid of the Beak. Wasted my luck into the carpet on second kill. I wouldn't call that wasted luck. I'm jealous. I want it. I'm still out here farming. What else am I gonna do for trading post? Pet battles. What else do we got? One of my normal ones are pet battles. Oh, we're 23 25 quests for that. Eat 10 Noblegarden chocolates in Ascara. Use spring flowers in Arena Battleground. Place eggs. That's only 50 points. time walking. I could probably eat some chocolates in Iskara. Yes, you would have to consume 10 chocolates, but you can just do it in a character that's not saving up for any stuff. Trying for years for the love rocket. One character possible for you to get everything. Possible, yes. There is a chance that if luck is not on your side, though, you might not get all of the items that come from the druid boss. You have a chance. I would kill it every day in your character, but it's possible that you may not get. It's 2 transmog sets and a mount that comes from this activity specifically. Computer wants a reboot. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Have fun in Diablo. Duckmat should have been for World Awaken, and Taiwan should have been the Centaur sub achievement. I would have been good with that. I bet you eventually we get a duck. Just gotta. We get everything more or less. Eventually. Transmogs. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one. I wonder where you would find that out. The Wowhead guide might know. If I had to guess, the Mogs could come from lower level characters, but I don't know that for sure. Alright, any luck? Nope. No luck. But we are not out of characters yet. And I got another hour left on the stream. I think my order of operations is we do 3 more chances, because then after that we are out of characters. 3 more chances. And then trading post. I think that's where I'm at. Maybe Eon's Fringe Daily. Just now realizing you have to do the quest for a chance at the mount. Just turn in the quest item from the boss. You don't need to do the unlock quest line. His bags are a mess, but that's okay. We can fix them while we wait for the duck. I bet you Night Flame would look nice in the new spring set. Heart attack right there for me. Nah. I would be very surprised if that was the case. I did the unlock questline 6 times to get all the colors of duck, only to find out that they're not account wide. Very sad. Yeah, I did it just the one time. Which duck color did you guys pick for your one duck color for the year on your main? Assuming that you put the thought into it because it was just the one. I did mallard. Pink would have been my second choice. The pink one I think was very close call, but I picked the mallard one because I liked that it looked like kind of real duck. Brown, bluish, blue Drana. Yellow, his favorite color. Thought I could get them on my alts. Next is pink. Yeah. Took the dark one with a red beak. Mallard seems correct. I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer. Went with the white Canadian polar bear. Oh, nice. I'm just getting rid of all of this. Do have an incoming egg. Ivy. I could not tell you what any of these buttons do. I remember leveling Night Flame by tanking time walking dungeons during, might have been the Diablo event. And I remember realizing that I didn't know a darn thing about what any of the buttons do, but as long as I keep pressing them, you more or less get the job done. But like, some of them are grayed out. Might not even be spec'd into it. Some of them are CC. They all just look like green to me. I guess that one is orange. Death Sweep is orange. I don't even know if I guess I'm Havoc right now. I'm not Vengeance, but it was just funny to me that I was all worried about whether or not I could tank a time walking dungeon on him. And then it turns out that yes, you can, and you can do it basically at random. Also, it was back when time walking was like tuned in such a way that you didn't even need to hold aggro and stuff because you couldn't hold aggro against people that had time walking sets anyway. And I think Flabby came on one of his alts and just annihilated everything anyway. Can't drop for me today after 31 tries. Nice. Congratulations. This is my penultimate chance for the day. I've got one more shot after this, I think. Attempt number 18. No. Alright, well, I mean, we didn't want it to be over with in one day, did we? I guess we have one more chance. What if I do it every day and I don't get the mail? Oh no, I have two more chances because I've got Anthus and then Ripsy. Never mind, we got two more shots. Do you like them adding a couple things to each holiday? Kind of like being done with things? I like it when they add a few things like this, but not every year. I'm good with like one or two new things to buy, but like maybe every other year so that... Because I'm supremely lazy. I do like being done with things, but it's... I don't need to be done with it forever and ever. And as long as I've kept caught up with it, usually getting the new stuff is not too big of a burden. I am a Horde character. 1% drops are lower during holidays. Yeah, I think, honestly, just for me, and I'm not speaking for anybody else, I kind of don't mind it. I know that it'll be a bummer if I don't get this mount when I've, like, tried my best throughout the whole event, but I think that I'm having more fun with this than I would have been just grinding chocolates and buying it off a vendor. Anything that I just grind a currency and buy off a vendor is very forgettable because it was kind of boring to get. I think that having a few things RNG, even though, yeah, it sucks it's only available for like a week, but I think it adds a tiny bit of spice, you know? Why do I have to have everything? I don't have to have everything. If if getting everything was a given, then having everything would be a non-issue. It would be not exciting because it would have been a given, so I'm okay with it, but that's just, I think the copium's getting to me. I'm farming the new Noblegarden boss for the mount and the transmog. Drinking too much of the West, maybe. I like some grinds to be inhumane because nothing says you have to do them. And if everything's easy, then the game is boring. If everything is just fair and easily and readily available for a participation trophy, then there's nothing worth doing because the whole thing's boring. I liked my participation trophies as a kid. Yeah, I don't think I kept any of mine. Although I don't think I kept any trophies. I don't think I got any trophies. I might have gotten a couple of ribbons. There might have been a couple of fancy ribbons for, like, I don't know, a dance competition or a science fair, but even then, none of them would have been like a first place ribbon. I was not that high achieving. I don't think that running freehold was boring. I really liked that grind. That was fun. It was nice. I like the game to have a mix of rewards from RNG and deterministic grinds. But if I had to pick just one or the other, I would take RNG over deterministic. I'm not expecting people to agree with me. And part of the reason I feel comfy having a take like that is because I'm not in charge of the game. It's not up to me. I'm just woman with opinion. But that is the opinion. You got Necrotic Quake and King's Rest to look forward to still. Yeah. I want to argue, but I agree. Here, we can fish around for a hot take that you don't agree with if you want a good dust up. Good scuffle. Okay. Local woman has opinions. People outraged. I don't think anyone's particularly outraged. I'm not gonna pretend to be a big martyr. Oh my goodness, they burned me at the stake. My toes, they're toasty. Where? Alright. Second to last chance of the day. You've got to be kidding me. That is the thing that makes me saltier than anything else. I don't mind that I didn't get them out. That is my third sun hat. I don't even have the rest of the mog. The only other piece of mog I have is boots. At least I have another thing, I guess. But like, oh man. Stop giving me sun hats. I want the dress. Oh dear. You should be happy. It's not deterministic. It's not that I want the mog to be given to me. It's that I don't want the mog that I already have to be given to me. That's just mean. That's just rude. About to do my first Plunderstorm. Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you have fun. Feel that way with the bunny ears. There's 6, but somehow I've gotten one color 3 times. I would imagine they all have the same drop rate, and it's just kind of RNG determining when you get each piece. If I had one piece of advice for former me with Plunderstorm, it would just be to not judge the mode too harshly by your first day in it. I was not having fun for a minute. This mount doesn't go very fast. It's very pretty, but it doesn't go very fast. Alright, this really is our last chance of the day. And then after that, it's trading post time. I'm probably going to try and scrape together 10 chocolates to take to Ascara to eat, because that's an easy 100 points. Sayano, thanks for the 28-month resub. Hi, Hazel. How's Noblegarden going? Hello. Good. We're farming for them out. I'm glad I have a handful of characters to do this on. I guess I could have used more, but 17 feels like a decent number. It's taken me about 2 hours and 10 to get this far, so if it was too many more, I wouldn't have had time to do it in the stream. Let's clean up the bags a little bit. Despite the hit in the Plunderstorm patch, I think overall it was a success. People mostly enjoyed it a lot. Fully expect to see it return in the future. I 100% agree with that. I think that's right in the nose. The thing that I should have expected that I didn't, that surprised me was how much vitriol players were directing, not towards Blizzard, but each other, specifically like the PvEer, like the pro versus the anti-Plunderstormers on the forums were like getting really nasty towards each other over a thing that's, I don't know. Everything we argue about is over games here, but like it was very wild. Like I understand being frustrated that something is frustrating to play or not for you. And that's fine and reasonable, but like I don't know. It was like there were some people that were against Plunderstorm that didn't want anybody else to play it, and then there were people that were for Plunderstorm that didn't want it to get taken. It just felt like children with toys that were like smashing each other's things and something. It is, yeah, it's very much impossible to keep everyone happy. Too bad you don't have more tries. If only there was a solution. I haven't really felt motivated to level alts lately. I wonder if this... I mean, I'm not going to level alts with this week, and this is the only week that it's, like, an option. If it was a 2-week event, maybe you'd have a chance, but... Nah. It vaguely reminded me of when people were getting really tilted about people using Android phones versus iOS phones, and, like, blue and green chat bubbles. People got heated about that, and it's the dumbest thing ever. The definition of a first world feud. Oh, restoring characters. Yeah. No green bubbles in the blue bubble chat. That heat is still there. It's just I don't got the energy for it. You don't like Void Elves? Do I have a Void Elf? I don't have a Void Elf. You're right. I don't have a Void Elf. I like them well enough. When they first came out, I thought I was going to switch to maining a Void Elf. I was all excited about it. I made a new Void Elf Priest. I leveled it. It was a whole thing. And then I think I discovered after playing it that they reminded me too much of Blood Elves. Because it's like the same model. I thought that the different options would make them feel distinct enough, but I just wanted to be a gnome again. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I made a Void Elf Priest and I didn't like it. Old enough to be there for that OG tech war. Mac versus PC. I mean, people are still arguing over that. The real solution is to, if you find that kind of thing exhausting, is just to quietly back away from the spaces where people have that out. Because there's nothing wrong with debating over things that are important to you. It's just... nothing says other people have to listen to you if they don't want to. I realized that if I didn't want to watch people complain about Plunderstorm, then I should probably get off the WoW forums. That was a me not touching grass problem. Void Elf is just grape-flavored Blood Elf. Do you not like Blood Elves? Not for me. Not for me. It's not my favorite style of model to play. But I know a lot of people really like them. I'm happy that they have them for... that they like them. I want other people to be happy. They just, they remind me of insects because of how tiny and pinched their joints are. I feel like they're just like ants in people costumes. I think part of it is also that they're extremely popular, and young Hazel has as a habit would just dislike things that were too popular. It's a tendency that I'm working on now because that's, you know, it's not any more original than just liking the popular thing. You should think for yourself and make your own choices. But even outside of that, I think it's just not my style. Never heard that one before. I mean, if you ever really looked at their, like, elbows and wrists and knees and waist, it's like, they're a little too snatched. Time to loot them out. It's my last chance of the day. If we don't get it here, then we're gonna be doing a lot more duck farming tomorrow. I mean, we'll be doing more duck farming tomorrow anyways, because I still need log. But doodle-doo. Oh! Whoa! So I got 2 pieces of transmog. One of them was my 4th sun hat. But another one, I got the attire. I got the shirt from the from the Spring Revelers collection set. So that's something. Keeps giving me sun hats. No luck with the mount, but we can try again tomorrow. I'm going to, for Ripsy specifically, see if I can get her 10 chocolates so that we can take them to Ascara and eat them. I don't think I'm going to bother scaring off the ducks. Or shell fragments. But we can do a spot of egg hunting. I just need 10. Not a big thing. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. You like my counting stream? Streamer proves more than 10 years after high school can still count to 10. 7. 8. 9. 10. How much will you like RNG if you never get the dress? Ask me about that in 5 days if I never get the dress. Because right now, I think I would be cool with that. That's part of the deal. But, yeah, I might change my mind later. We'll have to find out. I think I actually don't want to turn that quest, because she's going to take them. I want to take my 12 chocolates to Ascara. So... Goldraken it is. Front of the inn, nearby bushes was all I needed to grind eggs without having to run laps around that building. Nice. Okay, let's go eat 10 eggs in Ascara. I suppose I can fly there. It's downhill, largely. This is for trading post credit. Now that we're done, our attempts for the day, we need to get another 450 thingies. I suppose I can also take a little fast travel, couldn't I? It won't get me all the way there, but maybe a little closer. Oh, good luck on ENR. You're so brave for doing that every week. I could never. It's so awful. Oh, I don't have waygates unlocked in this character. Why? Why not? I thought they were account-wide. How could this happen to me? I'm flying downhill. I burned all my my vigor recklessly because I thought I'd be able to port. Need to be 70 for them? For what? Oh, for the teleporters. But I am level 70. And I have some of them. And I can't imagine that I unlocked any on Ripsy. Like, I didn't really play this character very much, so I don't imagine that I went and got some, but not all of them. Won the work lottery. Whole hour, no deliveries. Paid to watch Hazel. How goes the Noblegarden farm? Well, we did our 17 chances for the day, and we got diddly squat in terms of the carpet. I did get 2 more pieces of transmog. I got the boots and the shirt, and then I'm now up to a total of 4 sun hats. So there's that. So I think I just have to be somewhere in Ascara. Eat chocolate in Ascara. All right, let's do pet battles. That's easy. Sun hats come in different colors. Not from... No, I got the same hat 4 times. The other 3 are just vendor trash. There are more colors of that model, but they're not from Noblegarden specifically. I think at least one of them is on the trading post. Yeah. Do a quick 15 pet battles. And then maybe some crafting orders. That might sort it. The crafting order thing is so annoying. I guess it's less annoying than the pet battles, but I don't know. This is a good opportunity to see something cute. New pet. What pets have I gotten recently? Oh, I haven't leveled Fathom yet, actually. I haven't leveled any of the Plunderstorm pets either. Any trading post pets that I want to use for this then? Garlock. Doesn't really matter. Wearing Sun Hat Mog doing a Dragonflight dungeon gets you like 100. Yeah, I think you need the whole set, though. Also, you'd have to do the whole dungeon. I do like that there's always lots of different ways to do trading post. You're not locked into like a specific thing. Hope you had an epic Easter. Oh, thank you. I hope you did too. Sending scribe crafting orders for the profession missives. Should be sellable in the auction house. Yeah. I'm curious to see how much and in what direction they evolve the overall crafting system in War Within. Because my understanding is that they're going to iterate. Like they like the basic bones of the system and they're going to try to improve it here and there. And I can't wait to find out what that means. Egg Bob's doing work over here. Oh no, a small black pouch. I don't know why I thought I was going to get like Mog to sell. Would love it if they made work orders available for old recipes. I wonder if they'll ever do that. That would be cool. Because especially if it's like an old recipe that's like a... I was going to say if it's for an old recipe that's pretty difficult to get the recipe for, it would be cool to be able to be like, hey, I'm seeking somebody to craft this specific thing for me, and I'm offering this much gold, and actually find somebody that can do it. But in order to actually have a chance of having that filled, I wonder if you would need to link more realms in terms of the trading post. Not trading post, pardon me, the work orders. Because those are server specific, I believe. Raldu, thanks for giving us gift subs. 3-hour Hazel stream. Yeah. We do the 3 hours. Wait, tomorrow is the 4th, right? Speaking of 3-hour Hazel streams, I can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I need to end stream at least an hour early, maybe even a little bit more, just because I have an appointment that I need to get to. And I need to allow time for traffic. Wow, that went fast. I kept thinking that was like weeks away, but nope. Came around. Playing Stardew Valley. Picked it back up. Curious if you have any tips for gold making. Looks like the kitchen upgrade's gonna cost me. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Early in the game, especially when it comes to just getting like your first inventory upgrade, I lean on fishing pretty heavily. But then as soon as I can, early gold making is basically just plant as much stuff as you can tolerate watering. And then I like doing animals and... Oh, I disconnected. I like doing animals and then artisan goods. So like chickens and then mayo machines. Cows and then cheese is usually how I start getting like my income rolling. Me had given out 5 gift subs. Appreciate it very much. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Oh, thank you so much. Congrats to those who picked him up. Currents grabbing a sub. Just drive faster. No mount luck. We tried 17 times. We did not get the mount. How are we doing? 11 to 15. Falling asleep in my chair. Sometimes days go like that. I can't believe that's tomorrow. I don't know if it's in the cards for you today, but if it is, Hazel approves of nap time. Usually when I'm that tired, trying to like power through and like get stuff done, always a mistake for me. I'm better off just like taking the nap and then feeling better and then doing the thing later. I can't help that frog. That one's stuck. Gonna go to the yarn store, then go home, take a nap. Nice. Been napping while listening. Allergies brutal this year. I'm sorry to hear that. It sucks. Did we do it? No, one more. One more. Okay. So that brings us to 850. And then often I like to do... Yeah, we could just do the crafting orders. No, that'll do it. That's easy enough. I'm just gonna go send my alchemist 10 Omnium Draconis orders and then do them and call it good. And then we get to do April trading post shopping. Yeah, there was a post that says Blizzard pushed a hotfix that added a quest flag for your first kill of the day, which indicates that maybe chances are good that your odds on the mount are better the first time per day. You can still get the mount on subsequent attempts. I haven't, but you can. What am I doing? 10 Omnium Draconis crafting orders to my evoker. That's right. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 9. It's a very click-heavy way to get trading post credit, but it does work. Do X crafting orders quest in your evoker? I don't have a quest like that. You only get quests like that for certain professions, and my evoker is alchemy herbalism. They don't get a crafting orders quest. Only tip yourself 1 silver. Listen, that's all it's worth. Let's Veldraken. I had to name the new trading post duck Gloria. She just has Gloria vibes. What raid do you remember being the most epic in terms of aesthetics and bosses? Hi, Maul. Big ol' ogres. Ogre wizards, stompy ogres, stompy fungus monster. I liked Hi, Maul. I'm probably biased because that was the first raid I ever did with this guild that I'm a part of. And it was nice. I liked it a lot. I'm probably gonna have to buy some herbs to make all that stuff with. Emerald Nightmare was real good too. But that was like Emerald Nightmare was a magical point in Shadow Priest history, and I was a Shadow Priest main at the time. And the Surrender to Madness was truly magical. Let's do like... Oh no, I don't need to buy any of that. Let's just do like... a couple of... I don't know if I need any, but I'm just gonna do it just in case. I'm too lazy to literally look in the bags that are open to find out if I have this already. Saxifrage. You are not ogre. Surrender to Madness was so fun. I've never had so much adrenaline during a raid fight. Trying to parse with that thing was incredible. It was awful. Like I don't think they should have kept it, and I'm glad they didn't. It was impossible to balance, but it was oh, hang on, complete order. I gotta press the buttons in the right order. Impossible to balance, but it was so fun. I'll remember it forever. For me, it was Antorus because I was like 13. I thought it was so epic. You got your whole life ahead of you. I blame the fun of Surrender to Madness for being stuck on Shadow, trying to recapture that feeling. Yeah. I think that healing is the thing that provides me with that adrenaline now. Healing a very tough fight, or under-healing a fight. Heroic Smolder on this tier. That also stressed me out enough to give me that same level of, like, heart-pounding fun. Guides and Shadowlands hard-carried me and my friends. Thank you. Well, thanks for watching them. Appreciate it, Claywatch. Sometimes I think about what my life would be like if I tried to train for a different job. And it's not that it wouldn't be, like, a good life. I'm sure I could train for something else one day if I wanted to, but I like doing this. Every time someone says they watched one of the videos, I'm like, I made that video. I did that. Alright. We good? We good. Let's go shopping. I want to get the rest of the spring set so I can put it on Inksy. I guess I could maybe buy a different color of it from the trading post, but I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, Kitty Cat, you coming back? Third visit? Fourth visit? She's been up and down. How's the coming up with ideas going? I'm set for the moment. I'm back to having more things than I have energy to do. Hi, Kitty. You wanna come up? Oh. Okay. So we're going Stormwind. That's right. My favorites are all TBC raids. They felt so amazing and impressive when I first started the game. Never forget the first time I went into Black Temple. Kira has graced her people with an audience. Kitty cat, what are you excited about this spring? What are you looking forward to? You've been enjoying some sunny spots on the bed. Sun comes in that window this time of year, and she takes warm naps in the toasty spots. So I should have some tender to work with because I got the Plunderstorm tender. So that'll help. First of all, we got the new pet. Let's take a look. She's pretty big compared to a gnome. Cute. No, Kira's been an inside cat her whole life. And even when there were like bugs, she would try to catch them and she couldn't. She failed to catch beetles that were right in front of her. Alright. What do we got? Oh, so I see. So they're Plunderstorm themed things, but they're not the same things that were from Plunderstorm. So there's a hat. There's another color of the slops, which I don't think I'm going to worry about because I already have the last Trading Post color plus the actual Plunderstorm color. There's the shark hat for 175. Uh-huh. Come back to that. And then here's the rest of the stuff. We have the lavender outfit. Blue Battle Turtle. It's a mount. The first time this is ever available, I think. And then you've got the pants version of the lavender one. A sword. Dandelion sun hat. Warhammer. It's pretty cool. Wait, with the turtle, the toy, and the shark hat? How could I pass up a shark hat? There's a purple bandolier. Lombo. Helmet. A purple version of the stone's chest piece. I might think about that. I have 2200 tender, and I've kind of regretted not having any of the stones for Mogs. There's the parasol toy for 200. It's only 200, but I kind of don't want it. How do we feel about the... Oh, that's a nice dress, the yellow color. How many colors of it do I need? I want the turquoise one, but that's the one that might come from the boss. And then there's one of those. One of those. Purple gloves. Purple sarong. I do like the sarongs. Someone won the trial of style with those beads. Theme was beach time. How did your complete everything in WoW thing end up? I used to watch your YouTube videos. Oh, I wouldn't say I've completed everything, but I've been having a delightful time trying. Parasol color's nice. Had to get the Emerald Long Cloak. I think I have to get the mount. And I'm a little bummed about it. Because if we're being honest, I don't like the mount that much. But it's a mount. And it's only 500. Is it an underwater mount? It must also run on the ground. It's like a really underwhelming mount. I have the Pterodax frozen that I feel like is... I finally have the tender to catch up with. Looks like a Pokemon. Yeah, Battle Turtle kind of cool. I also don't feel like I need to spend all of my tender. I'm okay with saving some for the future, especially to make sure I can afford like the mounts and pets and Mog pieces that I really want. So I think I'm going to be like a little bit discerning. I like this color of the dress, but 500 for... I don't really think I'm going to wear the hat. I don't know. The shark hat's goofy, but would I ever wear it? Maybe. It's slow on land if that changes anything. Oh, man. I think I'm gonna get this. This is not even from this month, it's from a previous month, but... Well, am I gonna ride it ever? I don't know. It's just a recolor of a different Pterodactyl. At what point is more mounts just more mounts? Yeah. Alright. Freeze up for my freeze slot anyway. If I wanted, I can always freeze the battle turtle. So that I don't have to spend the tender on it this month. I can decide later on if I care that much. Number goes up. We don't collect mounts to ride them. Isn't that the truth? Of the rest of these things, I'm honestly a little on the fence about the shark cat. I know it's only like 175 and it's like ridiculous looking. I do like goofy things sometimes. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll buy the hat. Tracy, thank you for the 22-month resub. I don't think I would get any recolors of it if they release recolors. I think one is enough for me, but I could see me sticking that on like Barnacles or something just for fun. Alright. So we got the mount. Well, we got an old mount and we got the shark cat. I think I specifically want... maybe the dandelion dress. I would really prefer it in turquoise. We're the shark hat in PvP. It's important to shop for your party list. Would I buy the dandelion dress without the hat? The sun hat is 300 and I don't think I'm gonna get that. But the dress on its own, I think, for 200. That's nice. Yeah, okay. We'll get the dress. And then maybe like the purple sarong. I can always use that kind of thing. Not so much the gloves. Although they are lovely. But the skirt. I've got a bunch of the sarongs. I just like having them handy. And that leaves me with 965 left. So I could... These shoulder capes are cool, but I don't think I'm ever going to put them on. I bet you could mog just one of them too. I bet you could put it on just one shoulder. That does kind of improve it, actually. I know I don't have to spend everything. You can, it looks amazing. Yeah. Alright, if I was going to get just one of these, do I want green or purple? I think I want purple. Well, do I want purple? Green would look nice in a hunter. Am I ever going to mog that? I know I'm not going to get all of the mog. Shoulder cape and the scarf is nice. Oh, shoulder cape's a real thing. How do they stay on? I think they're pinned. I think the idea is that they're clipped here to something else that you wear. Or I could do both and call it 150. That turtle is so boring. I'm gonna do it in green. I know I bought the sarong in purple, but I'm gonna do the shoulder cape in green. I think I'm more likely to mog it. Because purple I'm imagining doing without shoulders. I don't think I would put the purple shoulder on. I think it's a bit too much. Links will get eaten by chat. They just won't go through. Alright. And then with that, I think I'm done. I could afford to buy them out now, but we can also just keep it frozen. And then worry about it some other time. And then... let's do... let's make a mog. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I also have the sepia cape too. With that in mind, would I refund the green one now that I remembered that I have a brown one? Yeah, I like the just one shoulder of it. I think with like some nice bracers it might be pretty. Little bracelets. And then maybe like some flowers. Must be some flowers. I'm sure I have a bouquet somewhere. It's offhands. How did I get to 1147 already? And then what do I want for the main hand? A wand. Which wand? Something cute. Something not too overwhelming. Maybe the star wand. Maybe a yellow one. I feel like I have some nice ones. I kind of like just the traditional Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo style wand. Oh, there you go, though. That's a yellow star. That's nice. What about the feet? She does need shoes. They shouldn't be too bulky, though. Just something, I don't know, unassuming, straightforward. Maybe not with toe spikes. That's nice. That'll do. And then do I want to add a shoulder to it or a back piece? I don't think so. I think it's nice without a back. If I was gonna add one, you've got wings. There's treasure. There's murlocs. Actually, the murloc's kind of cute. I think I'm gonna leave the back clean. Just to... Oh! I actually don't hate the fey wings. If they were a brighter color, that might be nice. 60 pages of backs? Yeah. Starts to take a while at a certain point. I think we just put it on like that. What do we think? I think we can only mog the bunny ears specifically during Noblegarden. But, that's okay. Murloc egg top tier. I wish they would fix this eye shine. It's awful. Aw, thanks, Tracy. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Eye shine requires a patch of its own. Yeah, over each eye. Can't be unseen. It's just especially egregious on gnomes because their eyes are quite big proportionate to the rest of them. And if you're taking a good look at your gnome, you're zoomed in pretty far. Season 4 sooner or later than you expected. I can't say that I really had any expectations. I'm kind of adrift in the river of life. And when they announced season 4 for April 22nd, 23rd-ish, I thought, yeah, that sounds about right. She's being interrogated. Oh, she's so cute. Well, I should put her back out by the egg thing. Oh, you know what? I need to actually be farming eggs. I have a few minutes left. I can do some laps of the inn to farm some eggs. We've got 36 of 250 chocolates. There's a pet that we need to buy. What about first or second May week for sure? Why do people think it's too soon? I don't know if I knew that people thought it was too soon. The only thing I remember hearing was that there was speculation that it was going to take place after Plunderstorm was over in May. But I didn't... I don't know if I was highly on board with that just because it just seemed like two unrelated things. I don't think they're worried about tanking the end of their Plunderstorm participation numbers with Season 4. Yeah, I think we've got lots of content in the pipeline. Oh, I know I'm gonna get like costumed into a bunny or something by looting these eggs, but I kind of love looting them in this outfit. This dress was a good buy. That's my favorite thing I got for the trading post this month. I didn't even try the new mount that I bought. I bought a golden pterodex. I didn't even look at it. That one's done. Armored golden pterodex. Apparently 9.7% of people have it. Must have been somewhat popular for the trading post. Kind of matches the dress. It's a little yellow. How many pterodexes do we have? Just Quaffon, actually. That's the only armored one I have, but that's because I suck and I didn't finish the, I didn't finish BFA Horde rep mounts. I just didn't do it. I did Alliance ones. But I wasn't playing Horde and BFA. Or at least I wasn't playing it enough to finish the rep grinds. These ducks are highlighted because they are for the Quacking Down quest that I have not done. Don't think I realized how exhausting Ember Court is, even with it being daily. If anything, being daily might make it more exhausting. Like, yeah, you can get it done faster on a calendar, but you're doing Ember Court every day. It's brave. I'm gonna have to make my open brightly colored egg macro again. Oh, I got a spring florist pouch. Ah, it's a toy that I already have. Got like 23,000 rep with each quest. Oh, with the Noblegarden rep buff during Ember Court. That's cool. There's an outfit. I actually kind of like the Love Witch gloves with the dress. It's cute. Yeah, you can see the cogwheel when the egg is in interact distance, even if you can't see the egg specifically. And you don't have to be super close either. Well, we have, I bet you tomorrow, even though I have to leave early, I bet you I can still do 17 duck chances, because all my characters are, or most of my characters are parked and ready in the area now, so it shouldn't take too long. Plus, if we get the mount and the rest of the mog, then we don't need to farm it anymore. Group find groups. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't try today that I probably should have done. Are they pretty active? Let's just take a look. There's one, 13 seconds ago. It's a good idea. Yeah, tomorrow I'll probably do that instead of just standing around if I remember. Interact is on a key. I just have it bound to a key, so I just have to aim my character in the vague direction of the egg and then hit my interact key. You don't need to mouse over or target. It's super, super comfy. It's really good for this. A lot of groups for scroll farms. Yeah, that is part of the Forbidden Reach meta achievement, which is required for the overall Dragonflight meta achievement. They're running around killing rares, mainly, right? Looting treasures and rares in the Forbidden Reach for chances at scrolls. There's a buff you want to have up while you're doing that as well, that you buy from the vendor. That was fun. I did that back during the end of the Forbidden Reach patch. That one despawned. that mean it's a good time to farm keys for the vaults? Yeah. Yeah, you'll get loads of vault keys while farming Scroll Hunter. And you could just join the same groups and do it that way. I have, I think, quite like almost 100 or more extra keys that I don't need on my old main, just from as a byproduct of farming Scroll Hunter. Yeah, you could buy keys to supplies, but I think a lot of collectors are going to be pretty stingy with their supplies because there's a bajillion transmogs that you need supplies to buy. Plus things like barter bricks. I don't know. Keys drop so easily that I feel like it's... You could, certainly, but only if there was really nothing else you wanted with your supplies. I don't usually end up swimming in them. Open up some of these guys. Maybe we'll get really lucky and we'll get the new duck from the egg. I think it could happen. It's a chance. Man, this is one of the events that's really hard in your bag space. But we're already up to 60 chocolates. We only need 250 for the pet. Hmm. 73. Dump my supplies into barter boulders for Ponzo's hat. It's one of those things I still don't have. I think at the time, my justification was that I was too busy to grind bricks the old-fashioned way, or like basically do the dailies or weeklies or whatever it was. I didn't want to do the weeklies, and I was like, I don't need the hat. I don't like the hat. I never liked the hat. I will never like the hat. But then there's another color of it that they put in the trading post. Not this month, but just in general. I don't think I got that one. Oh, that's a duck disguiser. That's a prank. This character, I think, can actually use a duck disguiser. Yeah, I can mallard duck on my gnome because she's the only one that actually did that questline. Got Tyvan yesterday morning. He's so big. Nice. Focused on completing zone by zone, so it needed to be done. Mm-hmm. That is very thorough. Alright, well, I'm just about out of time. I need to wrap up for the day. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope that the mount drops at some point this event. I will be here between 9 a.m. and 11-ish a.m. Tomorrow. I'm going to do a slightly shorter stream, but we should have enough time if we're focused to crank out those daytime kills, because Hazel needs a carpet mount. Oh, grazie, Pri. In the meantime, appreciate you coming. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.